Hey guys, I wanted to share some information with you all in hopes that it'll shed a little light about FHA multifamily residents. I just want to just scratch the surface. I don't want to go into detail about it, but one day I believe I will go into the depth of detail of the qualifications for the FHA multifamily loan. But anyway, you all know that I am all about building generational wealth, having additional income. Um, I don't suggest to my clients, I don't advise my clients to buy their dream home because of the simple fact I think it is extremely important not to be house poor for one, but to start out in a starter home. When you start out in a starter home, you can rehab it. You could even use a FHA 203K loan to rehab your starter home. And when or you can use it to actually for the multifamily as well. But anyway, a starter home, you rehab it, you don't become house poor, you live within your means, you come out of debt, you do what you need to do until you get the savings or the amount of money that is needed to purchase your dream home. When you go into your dream home, now you have a starter home to rent out, not a dream home to lose or to have to rent out and move in with whomever because everything changed and it's too high and costs too much. So I always suggest to my clients to start out with a starter home, no matter what. But anyway, FHA multifamily. So we're gonna use a 4 unit, hypothetically speaking. Everything has changed and again when it comes down to real estate. If you check the portfolio of billionaires and trillionaires, they all started out and still have real estate. They used the capital, the money that they made in real estate to allow them to go venture off and to additional businesses or companies to gain a bigger wealth. So that is how one of the ways that is wealth created generationally is through real estate. Always have been since back in Adam and Eve days. But anyway, so we're gonna say a 4 unit. Again, with FHA, this have to be your primary residence. It's not considered an investment property, although you are receiving an investment technically, but it's not investment property. It will be your primary residence. You have to live there for a year. So the game has changed. I mean, the game has really changed. So back in the day, you get a 4 unit. You had to qualify for the 4 unit with your income. But now, and it's not just FHA, it's a lot of lenders and conventional loans and things like that. But now, what they are doing, they are taking the additional units. So, hypothetically speaking, if you have a 4 unit and you rent out the other three, what the underwriter and the guidelines and the rules are now is that you could take the income that you will receive from each additional unit and use that as your income. What they do is that when you get your appraisal, the underwriter look at the appraisal or the underwriter orders a market value for the rent. Once you get the market value for each unit, so say like 1 unit costs is market value is 1,600, let's just say hypothetically speaking, then they take 75% of that and use that for your income. Say like your second unit could be like 2,500, they take 75% of that and so forth and so on. And so that's how it go. And that is like great because the thing of it is, if you think about each unit individual, you living in one rent free, one of your units can pay for your mortgage, your property taxes, your homeowner's insurance, and cover all of it. Your second unit and your third unit can be savings, saving for the building and savings for your pocket. You can use to invest in whatever you want to use it for, but you can have that additional income. We always suggest that you take one of the units and save that money for your building, like if something happened, or maybe if you lose your job, who knows. FHA, people like FHA because you get a lower down payment, usually 3.5%. I have seen some where they have 10% to 13% down payment, but it's not the 20%. And a lot of companies, like I have an approved lender, like they do 1% on certain type of loans and 3% on certain type of loans. So the game has really changed a lot. It's like basically no more excuses to not own property. And we all know that everybody's not um, uh, homeowners type, or whether it's be a single family condo or whatever the case. We know, we get it. We get it. So the debt to income ratio is usually at 48%. This right here, I'm not going to go into too much of it because of the simple fact with the lender and guidelines is different for every lender. FHA have a strict rules that every lender must follow. However, lenders do add and tweak little things that they are legally allowed to tweak. So we're not going to worry about that. Uh, the loan to value usually goes up to 87 to 90%, and to with some again, 97%. They have the multifamily loan limits. The loan limits go according to your state or your county, and um, is set. So like right here, as you see, a one unit is 498. And it goes all the way up to a million or something, 2 unit, 3 unit, and the 4 units. That is the loan limit. So say hypothetically speaking, you want to buy a 4 unit so that you can receive income and rent it out. Your loan limit starts at 958,000. So that is very, very good. So another thing too that is it's kind of good with having FHA. A lot of some sales people don't like FHA because of all the not the hoops that you have to jump through are bad, but they are the type of hoops that will make sure your loan is safe and secure and everything is done in a different manner because of the rules that have to be followed by FHA. And no one is going to want to, mess that up. So here's the pros. You get a lower down payment, easier to qualify, lower interest rate. See, the down payment could be 3.5%. Lower interest rate, you could buy this. See, I was telling you all about the 203K loan. It's a rehab loan. Um, Tougher appraisal, MIP requirement for the life of the loan, but if you do it for 11 years, um, it ends at 11 years. But the thing of it is, you could refinance. You could refinance your property and go from FHA to conventional if that's what you choose to do. Ooh, I'm just all over there. So, why purchase a multifamily home using an FHA loan? Again, the FHA loan is easier, a lower credit score, a higher debt to ratio income, um, lower down payment, things like that. So for FHA loans they are easier, when you have done some underwriting and things like that. It is more affordable. So I am going to do another video probably next week that shows you the steps of being qualified for FHA multifamily loan and show you how the debt to income ratio works out and how to use the steps and things like that to so that you could get qualified for the loan. And I'm going to do that next week. Thank you guys.